Yo, 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 yo.
You don't gotta make it weird.
I don't have to do that every time.
No, it's weird.
Welcome to the second episode number 2. We're going to have to keep track of the numbers.
I'm not good at that.
Right?
No, he's going to do that.
Episode 2 of Balls and Stuff. All right, we had a great first week. We'll review it here in a minute. We had a pretty good, I looked up last year's results, okay? You won week 1. We both did crappy in week 1.
No, I'm just saying the games themselves.
And then I won 5 straight weeks before you then turned around and won 4 straight weeks. And then we went back and forth a little bit, but then you pulled away. But our first week, our picks were not great. Neither one of us were double digits.
Yeah.
The first week. So
it's an upgrade from last year, but I don't think the games went
definitely an upgrade.
Weren't as more fun to watch as I thought they would.
The games were
some of them were
Yeah, a lot of the games were
low scoring, is what I
Yeah, they were kind of.
The Dolphins Chargers game though, that was.
We called that.
Crazy.
Yeah, we called that. We have 2 games we have to give ourselves big kudos for when we look at the results. Well, I'll pull the results up, but we got 2 games we'll give ourselves humongous kudos for. But let's have our reveal. We have where's our special effects guy? So we get drum roll here. All right, no.
Yeah, we have
guys.
We have a higher production now.
We have a higher production value. How you like this?
We have a pen mouse.
We have a pen mouse because Dad's the technology guy. Dad has the goody technology.
The 61-year-old knows more technology.
That's right. So, so this is what we're looking at. On the left is those are our results from last week, and then on the right we've got the schedule up, and we'll look through the schedule when it's time to talk about the games for next week. So you'll notice over here that Josh wins week 1.
I'm just that good.
Largely due to my asinine pick of the Giants, but that will come up later. That was
hilarious.
So as we get ready to go into this, we do have an agenda. We have settled on an agenda.
We came prepared
that may push around a little bit, but we think this is what we want to do. So we're going to cover our results from last week. We will cover
Aaron Rodgers situation.
We'll talk about Aaron Rodgers, right? If there's like a key bit of news, something that should be discussed, we'll talk about that.
Actually, the Jets specifically should be in that segment.
Yeah, and then we're going to name our
offensive and defensive player
of the week.
The most surprising thing that happened this week, it could be a player, team, or a play.
Good or bad.
And it could be the biggest fail, which could also be a player, team, or play.
Right. And then we'll go into our picks for next for the coming weekend. So Josh won, eked out the win. There were a few games that I have to say I have to give us credit for. We both finished with double-digit winners. That's good.
Yeah.
So we did all right. I mean, that was okay. Now, the reason those percentages are low is obviously because I have filled out the bracket already for week 2. We don't have our winners in there yet, but that's in there. So we review week 1, right? Josh and I both. I think this was our best pick of the week.
The Lions.
Right out of the gate. For both of us to pick the Lions, usually when we pick upsets, it's one of us. It's usually me.
I don't think it was going to be I don't think that's an upset, to be fair. Travis Kelce and Chris Jones did not.
Nah, that's an upset. I don't care how you cut it. It's an upset. Not as big an upset, mind you, right? It's not as shocking, maybe. But I think if it was in Detroit, maybe you don't think it's that big of a deal, but it's in Kansas City,
which
right?
It is the hardest.
You claim it's the hardest place in the NFL to win.
Facts. Facts.
It's facts because they have Mahomes. So anyway, Lions was our best pick. We got both had Atlanta. I chose Cincinnati because I didn't think that they were just going to not get off the bus.
Joe Burrow is now 1-5 against Cleveland.
Right? That's just bizarre.
At Cleveland or just I think it's against Cleveland in general. He's just 1-5.
Yeah.
Damn.
So so then we've got the Jags. We both hit on the Jags. We both picked the Vikings, and they played Butte.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker
I want to give my prayers to you because this man put his body on the line to win the game.
Oh yeah,
That's what
that
I
dude.
love to
Listen,
see.
that dude is. There's never been a question when he was in Cleveland. There was never a question. That dude played like with half a body for half a season,
and they just thought he was bad.
Right.
And then he got shipped off to different teams, but those teams didn't have anything for him.
Meanwhile, he's the only QB that's gotten him to the playoffs since, I think, before you were born.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you see the stat that we'll talk about it when we get into our picks.
Okay.
I tweeted you a stat that's hilarious. I think it's hilarious.
Probably forgot about it already.
So, Titans Saints, good game. Saints won. I had Titans. We both had the Niners. Oof, man. Steelers bad, Niners really good.
That game was. Thank God I got 3 players in fantasy from the 49ers.
Yeah, right.
They're gonna absolutely destroy every team.
Oh man.
Except for the Seahawks.
Washington. We both picked Washington. I think that was.
They should have won that game by so much more.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know why they won by 1 point. That is
because they're trash.
Embarrassing.
They're crap. We both had Baltimore, had the Ravens over the Texans. That was probably the easiest pick.
Zay Flowers is going to be him.
Ooh.
Bro had a crazy first game.
Let me tell you, that was probably the easiest pick. Nah, maybe the next game was the easiest.
The easiest pick was San Francisco. Why is that?
Oh, I see what you're saying, yes. Ravens, Texans was easy. Packers, Bears was super easy. How bad?
Jordan Love.
How bad is Chicago, though?
Jordan Love has the highest QBR rating right now. Is that crazy? That's a crazy sentence.
He's going to be coming down off the mountain pretty quick.
Hey, he had 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
There you go. Against the Bears. Raiders, Broncos. Josh went with his man, Russell Wilson.
I believed in him again.
Not quite. It was a good game, though. It was good. It wasn't bad.
They always have a good game.
It was a good game. I had the Raiders there, so I picked it back up.
They always score around 17 to like 18.
Right. They can't get over the hump with that. We both had Philly over the Patriots.
That game was just as I said, it would be close.
Yeah, right. This was our second best prediction of the week. Miami Chargers. We said that was going to be a track meet, and it was.
So far, too, being comeback player of the year, looking like
he's got to play the whole season.
He has 400.
Dude's got a melon for a head.
I think if anyone's head got thrown to the floor, that they would be in that situation.
You're gonna have somebody go by him and breathe hard on him, and he's gonna have a concussion. Josh and I both mistakenly picked the Seahawks.
How was I supposed to know that this 5th round wide receiver would come out of nowhere and be the new Cooper Kupp?
What the heck was that?
That pissed me. I left.
What was it? Puka
Nakua.
Nakua.
I left during the 3rd quarter. Okay. I left during the 3rd. I went to my room and had a temper tantrum. Okay. I threw a fit.
The dude was like dead. Every time he caught a pass in the second half, he was so gassed he couldn't hardly get up.
Yeah, we left the midfield open every single play.
That was hilarious. That was honest to God.
They didn't do anything about it.
They just kept throwing the ball down the middle. Bad pick there. And then comes I have a whole thing about the Giants Cowboys. We'll leave that as it is.
Fans, you're not good this year. Say you wouldn't be. You're not good.
And then the Jets pull one out against the Bills. We'll talk about that. So Josh only nicks me by 1. So how this works is our season-long thing. Whoever wins the season
gets.
No, we're not raising the budget. Not raising the budget. You don't have a job. Right? So you can give me back the $100 I gave you.
Okay.
So the season-long contest's $100, and on top of that, there's $5 on every week. So whoever, by the end, I think you ended up with maybe 20 or 25 extra bucks last year. You got away from it. Because I started having to make crazy picks to try to catch up. So anyway, that was that. So the news of the week.
The Jets, I think, are...
Wow.
The Jets and New York is the news, literally.
I mean, and I mentioned this to you earlier when we were chatting about this. How about all the dudes who signed on for this project?
Because
Guys
of
that
him.
maybe could have tried to leave in the off season, right? Maybe, or they said we're gonna hang out or whatever because Aaron Rodgers is coming in.
They all signed
Because
because
maybe I make it, yeah, maybe
he's a leader.
the team. Well, no, but the team makes a run. You got talent. You don't even like the guy, but he's talented. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's going to lead your team. I mean, the Jets would be odds on to be in the playoffs. You make a run into the playoffs, you got guys that are going to cash checks,
And
right?
the video of it happening is so disturbing.
Oh,
And
and
then
then I don't say they keep showing those things. I can't watch them anymore.
It's like when Dak Prescott's leg turned into a
Oh.
tortilla. Crazy.
Yeah.
I saw somebody. I don't remember. It was someone from the Packers. They were like asking for all the turf to be turned to grass.
I wouldn't mind seeing that at all.
No,
turf, absolutely.
Turf is what ruined OBJ.
Well, they've known it. It's been out for a long time.
It's ruined a lot of players' careers.
When I was younger than Josh, right, and I first started going to football games at Oklahoma State, high school, whatever, fields were all grass. I mean, everything was grass, and it wasn't. It was in the '70s that it really started. Turf, AstroTurf, really became a thing, and it wasn't long. I mean, in the '80s, they figured out pretty quickly that there were more like knee, ankle, lower body injuries on AstroTurf than on grass because your foot gets stuck, it gets hung up. So there you have it. Anyway,
I think they're gonna stick with Zach Wilson at quarterback.
yeah.
I think honestly, after what I saw on Hard Knocks, I think he'll be decent.
Well, listen, especially
Rodgers, I hate
if Rodgers stays put, right?
He could still mentor Zach Wilson.
He can mentor. I mean, that dude. I loved a couple of those episodes of Hard Knocks where you see how much knowledge the guy has. Just the years of experience, just the little.
When he picks up the grass.
Oh well, picking up the grass, right, and starting talking. Well, yeah, the wind's going here, so if I'm going to throw the fade, I've got to do it a little more this way. I mean, just the nuances of the game. That's where you get guys like that with such experience. It's that's just like life to a degree, right? It's like you don't know what you don't know until you've had a chance to experience it. But that's tough, man. I felt awful for that. I am not an Aaron Rodgers fan. I think he's a wingnut.
I think the media is what makes him look like a wingnut.
No. He's opened his mouth plenty. He's opened his mouth plenty.
D1 here. Anyway,
but he's a Hall of Fame quarterback, and tell you what, it's brutal. I hate to see it. Josh will tell you, I hate injuries. Hate them. I hate to see them. I hate for the guys that they're out there. You got dudes that were like, say they were great coming out of college. This guy's going to have a career, and first season, second season, he can't get off the injury bug, and before you know it, he's done. That was going to be his livelihood. But he just bad luck, bad breaks. There's a lot of stories like that. Anyway, so yeah, quite the thing. That was shocking. I was watching. I was at Vinny's with Mom and the one of the people we play pickleball with, and I was staring right at TV when it happened.
75 seconds.
Oof, man. So
a lot of you probably last longer.
I think we'll move on. All right, what's you have the agenda? Is it our offensive, defensive player of the week? All right, you go with your first. You first.
The obvious offensive player of the week is Tyreek Hill. Bro had 16 yards. Let me see this real quick. He had 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, with only 11 receptions. That's crazy. In game 1.
To me, there are a lot of options here. I think
it's either him or this other dude.
Well, but see, to me, in that offense, someone like him, it's like if you pick Tua. Well, Tua's going to light it up. He could have a bad game and throw for over 300 yards in that offense, right? To me, I don't think you can pick. To me, it almost comes down to 2 people. it comes down to two guys that you absolutely would not have expected to perform well and had a major impact, right? I first thought of Zach Wilson,
as offensive player of the
who
week.
came in after that, right, and managed the game, right? He came in, could have imploded.
I think it was the defense that won that game.
Well, that also helped. Josh Allen also played
absolute
trash.
Horrendous.
But my offensive player of the week is Puka, whatever his last name is. Puka Nakua. That dude had like a lifetime game. He may never do that again.
5th round pick.
Nobody knows who the guy is.
I think they had him ready just because he was getting the most targets even before.
He was running. That dude was like, it's like he had like bad body odor or something, man. Because God forbid anybody on Seattle's team even get close to him. It was like ridiculous. So that's my pick for offensive. Do I go first defensive? You want to go first?
Go first. I already got my answer.
My defensive player of the week.
Actually, there's 2 very good answers.
Yeah, my defensive player of the week comes from that same game. And I pick in this person for one reason and one reason only. Because there was a viral tweet video that went out.
Uh-oh.
I'm picking Aaron Donald.
Oh my god.
Anybody who can make Geno Smith yell, "Oh my god!" and throw the ball away.
He didn't even do good that game. Aaron Donald had maybe 3.
No, but you saw it. I sent it to you.
Yes, I
It's
saw
like
it.
Aaron Donald's coming right at Geno Smith. It's like, "Oh my god!" throws the ball away.
He was running at him with 0 protection. Like, what are you gonna do? Okay, so mine is either 2 people.
He'll pick a serious one. I had to go off script.
It's either T.J. Watt, or it's because I think he got the fumble. He got the fumble, the 3 sacks. But I'm gonna go with Jordan Whitehead for having 3 interceptions, all 3 against Josh.
Wow, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
He changed that game, or Josh Allen is just horrible. Which I think you all want to go with the second one, because that's a funnier answer. But
all right.
Jordan Whitehead gets my defensive player of the week.
Okay. So then, what's our next one? Our next is
biggest surprise.
Biggest surprise.
Or most surprising thing that happened. Mine is Puka Nakua. 5th round pick, gets over 100-something yard in his first game ever.
I mean, that's
no one's ever. He didn't even have a face on any single app or any site. He didn't have a face yet. They didn't give him a picture. He was no one knew who he was.
He should just go automatically. He should just automatically be 99. He should get a 99 Madden card.
Someone probably already did that in franchise mode where they just boosted him. But
right.
that was,
I agree with you.
Watching that pissed me off, and it surprised me because now I have him in fantasy.
Yeah, I know. I agree with that. I go with that same pick.
So you picked him twice?
Yeah, I picked him twice. What's wrong with that?
Okay.
There are no rules. We have rules. What rules?
Rules are meant to be broken.
My technology.
Okay, buddy.
All right, and so I've got my fail. My fail is teed up. But
say yours.
What in the hell are you doing, New York Giants?
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Really? I don't understand how you can go from driving down the field pretty much, I would say at will, but Daniel Jones is running around. Saquon Barkley had some good runs. You don't throw a single pass. You get all the way down into the red zone. I can't remember. I think it was around the 10 maybe. And then you have the bad snap that throws you back 20 yards. And, okay, so you're going to kick a field goal. You've had a good start to the game, right? Even if you miss the field goal, big whoop-de-doo. Block field goal, return for a touchdown.
That was a nasty game.
Okay? From that point on, who would have said, the first 2 touchdowns scored by Dallas will be by their defense, essentially?
Dak Prescott had 0 touchdowns, by the way.
Yeah. He's mid. Zach Prescott is mid.
Dak Prescott.
Dak, Mac,
again,
doesn't matter.
He doesn't.
He doesn't deserve for me to remember his name. Okay? Oklahoma State beat him in college.
Who
Give me a
cares
break.
right now? Anyway, Cowboys fans, you're probably thinking this is our year for the millionth year in a row. Guess what? You beat the Giants.
Well, the Giants lost.
Actually, no. The Giants beat themselves.
The Giants lost that game way more than the Cowboys won.
No. Here's your question: did the Cowboys win the game or did the Giants lose it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's way more the Giants lost that game because I've never seen a team go from like starting the game like you looked like, okay, we're here to play. We may have a game
to disaster.
And literally to just like absolute disaster in the matter of about 4 minutes. That just I was watching. I was laughing at the TV. I was laughing at the TV. So that's my New York Giants. Come on, man. What are you doing? That was just garbage.
Okay, I could either go with two things here. Josh Allen being the worst. Actually, I take it back. It could be Joe Burrow. That was horrendous. But it doesn't top Kadarius Toney.
Oh,
it does not.
Poor Kadarius.
Horrible. And then he had the nerve to post something about the Giants. Basically
What was
saying
he? Yes.
He's like, oh, y'all laughing now or something? Like, bro, you still lost your game too.
Worst offensive line performance, Cincinnati or the Giants?
Oh, Giants.
Yeah.
Cincinnati can't keep making those excuses. You have had how many years to rebuild that?
I was going to say, the minute if you're going to draft a franchise quarterback, your next 2 drafts have to be just like nothing but offensive linemen. If you want freaking, defensive play, you go into the free agent market, you trade, do something. I don't care. You got to do something, man, because how can you not give a dude who, listen, barring injuries, Joe Burrow is capable of being a Hall of Fame quarterback. He's capable. But if they don't protect him, he's going to just get
killed.
He's going to get killed.
He's going to be the new, what's his name, who retired in 2019 for the Colts?
Oh,
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck, right.
He's going to be him.
Oklahoma State beat them, too.
Okay, who cares? Anyway, actually, I'm also going to do, what's his name? The wide receiver, Higgins for the Bengals.
You only get 1 pick.
Yeah, I know. I'm just, as
honorable
mention, 8 targets for 0 catches and 0 yards. Bro was the absolute worst player in history in that game.
Oh, God.
He did absolutely nothing. Or he
but here's the whole point. Nobody did anything for Cincinnati. That's why, to me, it's like you're going to single him out.
He had 8 targets. He had 8 targets. I didn't see all 8. Doesn't matter. You got to at least get 1.
All right. So those are our awards. Okay.
Is that an award? Is a bail an award?
Yes, right. All right. So let's go here. So now for our picks, right? We got to do our picks. So here's week 2. And first up, Thursday night, we've got Vikings at the Eagles. Philadelphia favored. What do you mean, how am I going to tie? I'm going to go over there. It will take me too long to do it.
Oh. I mean,
they'll get some close-ups of
I don't think the camera wants to get a close-up of you.
I have a face made for this type of thing.
He did get a haircut today.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Never did.
I like
Work kind of got in the way.
Well, okay, you're gonna get to see it. Actually, I'm getting my haircut tomorrow. So.
I am finely coiffed right now, dude. They don't see that spot. They don't get to see that spot.
You need a yarmulke coat.
Dude, if they saw that spot, it would break the camera would burn the lens.
Bold.
You welcome to the world one day, buddy. You'll
anyway. Answer is Eagles.
All right, so Vikings Eagles it's in Philly.
Eagles.
This is interesting though. Eagles favored by almost a touchdown.
They're gonna win by like 3.
And the over/under's 49.
The Eagles are gonna win by like 3 touchdowns. The Vikings showed that their defense is still awful and horrendous.
That's like a 30.
I think it's gonna be like 30 something to like maybe like 12.
Wow.
The Vikings, all they have is Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, but I don't think the Vikings,
that Addison dude.
Here's the thing. This is bounce back time. The Eagles struggled. The Eagles struggled with the Pats.
The Pats have a good defense.
But the Pats are not good, right? The Eagles struggled with the Pats. Vikings laid an egg. I expect bounce back from them. I don't know if they can win in Philly though.
I'm taking Philly, and it's not even close.
I think that's got to be. Yeah, I think we got to go Eagles. Oh, what are you doing here? I think we got to go Eagles. So let's go here, and let's do this. See if we can get this to work.
Again, first time trying this. Oh,
I clicked the wrong button. This I haven't gotten used to which button is which on the.
the pen thing.
Why does this keep trying to give me?
Should we call it a pen pal?
I don't know. Let's see if I can. There we go. How about that?
That works.
All right. Game 2. How bad did they think of this? So you got Packers at Falcons. It's basically a pick 'em. Green Bay's favored by points. This is a toss-up.
I think. Well,
Look at the over/under. I mean, weather's not going to affect this. You're playing at a freaking stadium. The over/under is 40.5 points. 40.5 points. I would be betting, if I was a gambling person, I would be betting the over all day.
The Packers go crazy again. I think Jordan Love is going to keep going with his little ride here for a little bit, for these couple games.
Man,
But also, Desmond Ridder does have the highest completion rating. He has the highest one.
This is a tough one.
And they might have one of the, if not like a top 3 running back duo in the league as we speak currently. The Falcons.
So here, I'm gonna back up one. So we picked the Eagles, but I don't think the Eagles cover. I think it's a closer game than that. I don't think the Eagles cover.
Who cares?
You might get a backdoor. You might get like a backdoor cover, or Minnesota cuts late. No, I'm not saying they win, but I'm saying they get Minnesota gets the late cover, so maybe they score late, make it a 4-point game or something like that. Packers Falcons. I think when in doubt, you go with the home team in my book. So we're both going to go with the Falcons.
What? No, I said Packers.
Oh, you're going with okay. Well, so okay. So
when did I say Falcons?
I'm just testing you there. All right, so I'm taking the Falcons. You are going to take.
This is really cool, actually.
Yeah, you're liking this?
This is actually sick. Again, production value has been raised after 1 week already.
All right.
We're going to keep going. Oh, Raiders.
We got to spread this out a little bit.
It is called a spreadsheet.
There we go. All right. Raiders at the Bills. I think that.
Bills bounce back.
Oh, I think, yeah. And look at that line.
That is.
Look at that line. I think I think Buffalo is absolutely going to pace the Raiders. Pace the Raiders. I mean, did you watch that game against the Broncos?
I did.
The Raiders and Broncos are not great.
They're not.
Yeah, so we're going Bills.
I think Josh Jacobs could run a bit on him, but I don't really think other than that. I might not even start Josh Jacobs this week, honestly.
Yeah, I think Buffalo. I don't know about the over under. But I think Buffalo gets after him.
Yeah.
I think Buffalo gets after him. I mean, I think Buffalo covers the 9.5. Big lines in the NFL are weird because you get a lot of late covers by the dog a lot because they're passing, they're trying to do something. What does he call it? The witching hour, the fourth quarter. Jeez,
or wins become losses and losses become wins.
All right, so this
game
to me,
of the week.
This is a hard pick right here.
Game of the week.
You got Ravens at the Bengals.
It's at Cincy.
It's at Cincy. Cincy's gonna obviously have bounce back. They're gonna have bounce back. They're gonna play well this week. I guarantee you they are gonna play well. Baltimore, they've got the kind of team that is going to hang around in a game. They're not going to run Baltimore out of the joint.
They have their defense is still good even after a couple injuries. Lamar has lost a step in his running.
Yeah,
he's a bit slower.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
And you got J.K. Dobbins. Their run game took a bit of a huge hit because Dobbins.
I think he's out for he's out for the season.
That's
2 in a row. Is that 3 in a row or 2 in a row for him?
It's 2 in a row. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
But like his story right next to Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it's brutal, right? Here's a guy. J.K. Dobbins, NFL career, he's a great running back, and just all of a sudden, bang bang injuries, and
Great.
he's a really good NFL running back.
He's a decent.
Yeah, no, I would say he's a great NFL running back.
He had an okay rookie year,
But
and then after that got injured.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's capable of being a really good NFL running back, and now it's like he can't get away from injuries. So anyway,
Bengals bouncing back.
I have to agree, and I wouldn't want to touch either thing on that game. Since he favored by 3.5, over 46.5. I mean, if anything, maybe the under, but I wouldn't touch that game with a 10-foot pole. Okay. Well, this is an interesting game.
Lions are winning.
Seahawks at the Lions, and I really think the Lions are going to extract retribution for handing Seattle that gift last year. The line on that, Detroit's favored by 5.
I think they're gonna win. Our
Over
defense,
under 47.
as long as Tariq Woolen's on Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's gonna get, because Tariq Woolen only allowed one pass completion last game. He was only targeted twice.
So we're both picking the Lions.
I'm picking the Lions because Seattle's defense looked atrocious last game against a Cooper Cup-less.
Hey, they were awful.
But the Lions defense did get better in the run game.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to pass, and that's what I'm scared of, because our if we kept running last game, we would have won.
Because Geno Smith ain't winning you a football game.
No.
Geno Smith will manage you a football game, but he ain't winning you a football game. Chargers at Titans.
The Chargers defense is
if that over-under at 45, I wouldn't touch the line, but the over-under, I would bet the over.
I think the Chargers, but barely.
This is going to be...
DeAndre Hopkins is going to run circles around him. So is Derrick Henry. Actually, yeah. Hopefully Derrick Henry runs circles around him.
This is a sneaky game to me. The Titans laid a little bit of an egg. They laid a little bit of an egg against New Orleans.
Did they win?
No, the Saints won.
I keep forgetting who wins that game.
You picked that game.
Oh, I forgot who
because it was boring as...
He threw 3 interceptions.
It was an awful game.
It was a good game to watch.
I think I may have.
He looked like he was back. I think Keenan Allen goes there.
All right, I'm going Titans. I think Tennessee. Okay. Well, I have to get the mouse thing to go up there to do it.
Your pen, pal.
There we go. Okay. Bears at Buccaneers. Do we even need to talk about this game?
No, Justin Fields is trash. He can't throw for jack. He threw a touchdown to the other team.
What is the line? How is Tampa Bay only favored by 2.5? I'm all over that.
DJ Moore's overrated.
Tampa Bay, lay the points. Over-under's wishy-washy. I don't think I would touch that.
Baker Mayfield's on his revenge tour.
This is
for all the teams that didn't take him, that they should have.
This is Tampa Bay all day. Yep, there you go. Chiefs, Jaguars. Chiefs at the Jags. You feel like going Chiefs 0-2?
Yeah. Even with Travis Kelce and Chris Jones. After watching Calvin Ridley come back, which I didn't believe what would happen.
Yeah.
I didn't believe he would come back and be good. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't pick him.
I think this to me won't be as bad as the Bills game.
I think the Jaguars.
I think the Chiefs get after him.
I think the Jaguars win because Etienne, after seeing what he did last game, he is a hustler. He ran past Calvin Ridley to set a crazy block, which was funny. His bro outsped him like crazy. I mean, he was jogging. But Travis Etienne is living up to the hype. Calvin Ridley came back. And even if those two people aren't open for anything, you still have a safety blanket in Evan Ingram, who can catch now. He was able to, once he got to the Jaguars, he's able to catch. It's the Giants effect.
Okay.
And Christian Kirk, yeah, even though he didn't have a good game last game, he's still there. He's still there for help.
You still talking about that game?
Well, you weren't doing anything. Oh, this game is
This
This is a tank bowl.
this is on the radar. We've got, I think, potentially three. I think we have three options for ugliest games of the week. Right? Last week had to be. What was the ugly game last week? No. I'm saying where it was just a guard, like a trash game. Packers Bears.
Oh no, Cardinals versus.
Oh, Washington, right? No, Cardinals Washington was the trash game. That was just awful. It was almost unwatchable.
That was not.
So you got Colts Texans, borderline unwatchable.
The quarterbacks, the rookie quarterback going against each other. Okay. Good narrative.
Okay, good.
They both look decent.
Giants Cardinals. That's got potential of being an absolute garbage fest.
Commanders versus
Commanders.
Russell, please, I beg you win that game so bad.
I have to say that's probably the one.
I beg that they win that game. Hands and knees.
All right, so Colts Texans. Look at this. Number one, we do have a favorite to win the game, and look at the over/under. 39 points. Unwatchable as this good. I wonder what the over/under for the Commanders Broncos game.
Actually, I'm going to change my pick for that game.
For Colts Texans.
Yes. I just remembered something.
Oh, you remember? Who are you taking?
You choose yours first. I already got my pick.
This is such a throwaway game.
You just choose. You want me to flip a coin for you?
All right, I'll take the Texans.
I also am now thinking. I forgot about Dameon Pierce.
So this isn't the game. We've decided this is not the game where we don't care. Right?
I still care. I want the Rams to lose.
No. I'm talking about we remember how we talked about last week. We're gonna have that garbage game that we're just gonna say we don't care and we're just trying to figure out who do we think is gonna win and move on.
That's you. We obviously know that 49ers should destroy.
I'm not talking about this game. This is I'm going.
If Puka Who does this again, I'm going to be.
What is the line on this game? San Francisco's favored by 8.
Yes.
Oh, I would be all over the Rams on this.
Matthew Stafford did have a good game, but against the Seahawks defense.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be better than our offense. Apparently.
Come here.
Bang.
There we go. All right, Giants, Cardinals.
I'm going to change my answer for that game, too.
Wow. I mean, Cardinals, Murray's still out, right?
Yep.
Oh, my God. The Giants were so bad.
I hate the Giants so much that I'm going to choose the Cardinals to win this game.
Yeah, they're just so
Wait,
bad.
you're going to choose the Cardinals? I'm choosing them as a joke.
No,
Just because I don't want to pick the Giants.
Yeah, I can't pick the Giants. That's
okay, well, I'll pick the Giants then.
I can't.
I'm going to pick the Giants.
What?
You're being boring. I'm switching the Giants.
Why am I being... The point is not to be boring. The point's to beat you in this contest.
Yeah, and you picked the same team as me. I'm picking the Giants.
Yeah,
I take back what I said. I'm sorry, Giants fans. You're an okay team for now.
Oh, my God. Jets, Cowboys.
Cowboys are going to eat them alive. Actually, the Jets defense is going to eat Dak Prescott alive, but the Cowboys defense is going to just destroy their offense. They're going to ruin their hopes and dreams of life itself.
All right. Jets, Cowboys.
Parsons.
Dallas favored by 9. I would bet the Jets all day. I don't say they're going to win, but I think they cover 9. Look at the over/under. 38. I have to say I think the Cowboys win it.
Yeah.
I think they win it.
Serious, sir?
But this would be exactly the kind of game the Cowboys shit down their pants.
Oh, do I want to choose my answer for this?
All right. Commanders, Broncos. This game to me screams unwatchable. Do we care who wins?
I do.
Because you want Russell to win so bad.
No, I don't. I want him to lose his life on that field.
So you can't, but you can't talk. You're having trouble talking yourself into picking.
Russell Wilson had a good game last game.
Here's what I love.
Specifically.
How bad does your game have to be to have a lower over-under than Washington, Denver? Dallas and the Jets, who both won their games last week, have a lower over-under in this game. And these two teams are garbage.
There's like barely any highlights on that Commanders team. Emmanuel Forbes, the rookie, played good last game. Jonathan Allen, amazing. And then just Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson. I can't really say nothing else besides those guys. Sam Howell, I don't want to give into the hype. I'm gonna pick the Commanders.
See, this is where he's just trolling me now.
I'm trolling you?
Yeah.
I'm doing this because I don't believe that Sean Payton is going to be able to.
All right, Dolphins, Patriots. Miami's only favored by 3.
The Patriots always have a number on the Dolphins. Is it in New England?
It's in New England. Miami's winning this game.
Ooh. I'm also going to pick Miami. Tyreek Hill is unstoppable in my eyes unless he's against person who is almost, or if not, just as fast as him, a.k.a. Tariq Woolen. My literal...
Saints, Panthers.
Chris Olave is all I have to say.
I think we got to say Saints, right?
Yes, sir.
I think we got to go with Saints. Saints only favored by 3 on the road. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna do some.
No. We'll issue that.
Chris Olave is proving one. He should have been the offensive rookie of the year over Garrett Wilson, but Kenneth Walker should have won the Mayor this game.
All right.
It is very interesting to see Michael Thomas back on that field.
I know, it feels like the dude has not played in
He has not played in 3 years.
In years.
He has not played since they started playing fantasy football, which was the COVID year.
All right.
You know how crazy that sounds?
So Saints. So we have this is a weird Monday night. They don't do this all the time. Weird Monday night. So Saints Panthers are 7:15 on ESPN and ESPN2, and then Browns Steelers will be on ABC and ESPN Plus. Saints game is at 7:15, and then the Browns Steelers at 8:15. So we may have to watch down here so we can have both games on. Or no, you've got some kind of nonsense plans going on.
I'm a very cool human being, so I hang out with a lot of people of my religion.
So,
Browns win this.
Yeah, Browns win. Here's the stat.
The offense is not going to do very well, but the defense for the Browns is what's going to get them.
What is
Again, the defense is going to get them.
Oh, I can't scroll enough to get there.
Oh, and Nick Chubb. I forgot. Is Kareem Hunt still on that team? Or is he a free agent right now?
No, he's not. He's not there. He went somewhere else.
No, he's a free agent right now.
No, he's on a team.
What team is he?
Yeah, I saw him in a game. He was in. I can't remember who.
I'm looking
Look up. I thought I saw him in a game. Kareem.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my. And I don't know ball.
He's a backer. Stats.
You probably don't need stats. You just need this.
He's not on the team.
What?
He's either on. Yeah, he's not. He's either not on our team or he's still with the Browns. I don't think he's on the team.
Oh, wow. All right, well, so we're both going to pick the Browns here.
Not even
a hesitation, but here was the stat. There were 2 stats.
Crazy things I just saw. You showed me. That's nasty.
Okay. So the one thing I do know is Cleveland, I can't see the line, but Cleveland is favored.
For the first time. At Steelers' home.
Right, no. So this is how long it's been since Cleveland was a favorite at Pittsburgh. Okay? Number 1, no single player on the Cleveland Browns roster was born yet. The last time Cleveland was a favorite at Pittsburgh. think about that because you got 20-something-year-old dudes on that team.
I was gonna say Massage Washington has massaged 0 people in that time.
Right? I mean, do you think there's somebody 30 years old on that roster?
Cleveland?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Right? Think about that. Here's the even more bizarre part of that. Between both teams, the Steelers have one player that was alive the last time Cleveland was a favorite in Pittsburgh.
That's on the team currently?
That's currently on the team.
What? It's got to be an offensive lineman. Are they?
No, he was. No, he was alive.
Oh,
Wasn't on the team.
Okay, bro, that's what I.
Dude, please. What are you doing?
Anyway, say your thing.
So think about that, right? That is just bizarre. That between both teams, there's one player that was born before the last time Cleveland was a favorite in Pittsburgh. So that's just bizarre.
Well, Cleveland be happy.
That's
You
just
have
bizarre.
A Predator is your quarterback.
Right? So there we go. So we got our picks. Anything else? We have anything else we got to...
We were going to say the 2 best teams in each conference.
Oh, right. So after week 1...
The AFC is such a... Well, from what we saw, I'd say Dolphins and 49ers, but the Dolphins defense sucks.
Yeah, it's hard to... I mean...
But still, after what we've seen their offense do, they have to be rated
I would be,
the best team.
I would be hard-pressed to pick anybody else in the AFC after this weekend.
Yeah.
Chiefs are laying in the weeds, I think. They're going to be one of these teams.
They lost game 1 last year, too, I think.
Yeah, they're going to be... But after
the Bengals lost game 1 last year.
Yeah. So after week 1, Dolphins get to sit in that top spot. The AFC for us. And for the NFC, I agree. I don't think you can look away from the Niners. They
are just such... Brock Purdy showed that he, as Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft...
The only problem I've got is it was the Steelers. The Steelers suck.
Their defense is good.
Yeah, but...
Brandon Ayuk, I said you'd be good back when you were drafted.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, that's it. Everybody in what? What are we doing? Oh, we got to go back. We got to let everybody see us in full mode here before we sign off. There we go.
Got to give them what they want, our beautiful faces.
There we go. Full screen. So, thanks everybody, whoever tunes in, anybody who's subscribed, that's awesome. Balls and stuff, appreciate it. We're just having a good time.
We like talking about balls and stuff.
All right, everybody have a good one. Enjoy some games this weekend. If you're traveling, be safe. And till next week.
Yeah, and don't tear your Achilles.
Oof, God. Have a good one.